Hi guys, just want to say thank you for buying Scarcity Demon. Now in this plugin what it does, it actually lets you offer a true one-time offer where if the visitor doesn't decide to buy a product within your allocated time, it can't actually go back to the page, which makes your offers much more scarce, and it actually gets your buyers to be buying more. Now what I'm going to do in this series of videos, I'm going to just walk you through how to install, how to set up, and how to get the best out of Scarcity Demon. Okay, so you will have downloaded the plugin from the members area. If you have not, please check your email, and you'll have all your members' details in there with your username and password. If for some reason you can't find that, please check in your spam boxes as well. But if you can't find it, please open a support ticket and we'll send you that out directly. Now, once you've got the plugin, download the zip file, and all you need to do is come across your WordPress dashboard, come to plugins, install plugins, add new. That's all you need to do. Click upload, search for wherever you've downloaded the plugin to. I'm just going to find out where I've just downloaded this latest version to. Should be in plugins. There it is. So just click on the zip file, Scarcity Demon Pro. Click install now. Just let the plugin install itself. Now once that's installed, it'll say plugin installed successfully. All you need to do is click activate plugin. And that's set up and running. You'll see it down here in the left hand side. You'll just see this little demon face and this little link, and you can see it's been activated down here. So that's all you need to do to actually install it. What I'm going to do in the next video is I'm going to walk you through the settings and show you what you need to do to set up the plugin, how to get the best from it, etc. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Hi, and welcome back to the next video. Now in this video I'm going to walk you through the settings of the Scarcity Demon Pro. Now first of all, obviously you're going to want to link this to a page. This can be either, like I said, an affiliate offer, it can be a CPA offer, it can be your own product, whatever you want to offer scarcity on, so like a timed page. Then you need, but first of all we need to create that page. So all I'm going to do is go across the pages, add new. I'm just going to call this something simple like test offer. And click publish. What we're going to do is we're going to come across to Scarcity Demon Pro, and we're going to click add new. So offer ID. So this is just what you want to call the offer. I mean, obviously this is test offer, so it probably relate to the product or the affiliate offer you're going to be offering. So I'm going to call it test offer just so I know it relates to that page. You need to choose the offer page, which is a page we've just created. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find test offer. There we go. Right, now the countdown set, I'm just going to explain these in depth to you. Right, set IP address. Now what that does, it actually logs the visitor via their IP address. So it's the counter is unique to that IP address. So they can't come in and view the page a few different times because it's tracked to their IP address, or you can track it to cookies. So it's either IP address or cookies, whichever one you want, and that when you set either one of those, it will be a unique counter for that person. So I'm just going to kind of give you an example. If you've got visitor, if you set your counter for 1 hour and visitor A comes in at 1 hour, he'll see the counter for 1 hour. Even if you just send the email out, say, I don't know, 12 o'clock, the first visitor comes in dead on 12 o'clock, he has 1 hour to purchase that product. Now the second buyer or second viewer of your email may not see that email while 3 o'clock. So he only clicks the link 3 hours later than the first buyer, or the first viewer, but he still has 1 hour to view the offer. So that cookie and the IP address, it sets the counter so it's unique to each single visitor. So this kind of makes this plugin unique rather than just a generic counter on your page. Now if you just want the generic counter so it just lasts the same amount of time for each person, so for example if you set the counter for 1 hour and it started at 12 o'clock, and in the same scenario visitor A comes in, it'd be able to see the counter because he's got 1 hour, but when visitor B comes in, if he came in at 3 o'clock, your counter would have finished, you can't see your offer. But if you use set IP address or set cookie, he will be able to, so it makes it unique to that visitor. Now if you get stuck with that, just drop me a support ticket and I'm glad to help you out with it. Now I'm going to use set IP address. Now start time, you've got to remember this, it's on Eastern Standard Time. I'm in the UK and we're like 5 hours in front of Eastern Standard Time, so check out whereabouts you are located in the world so you can easily set your counters right. So today's the 7th of January. So at the moment Eastern Standard Time, it's actually 8:38, I think that's right, 8:38. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that up to start now, and I'm going to set the counter for 1 hour. So that'll be unique to me for 1 hour. So you can set it to 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you want, 3 days, 10 days, you can do it down to the second even. Right, now the next section you need is the choose a counter type. So let's have a look. So you've got 9 different versions here. We're going to be adding more as we get them designed and add them in there. So you can see they all look totally different. So you choose which one you want. You need a counter colour, so that refers to the numbers here. So if it's a black counter, I'm going to add a white text. You can have the large, a medium or small, and choose these wisely because it depends on your theme, how responsive to change your theme is. So the one I'm using, I can use a large counter, but if for any reason you get a problem and the counter's not showing, just come back and change this and it'll be fine. Now this plugin is totally responsive, so if anybody comes in via a mobile device such as a smartphone, tablet, something like that, as long as you've activated that, they will see the mobile version of your counter. So they're all coded in HTML5. So that's the first part of these settings done. So we've got another 4 more to go. Right. Now you want to decide what you are going to do with the visitor when the page closes. So for example, if you'd set it for 1 hour and I'd already viewed it and it'd gone past my hour, now you want to decide where to send them. You can either just close the page and do nothing, so it does nothing at all, or you can send them to another page. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send them to another one of my domains. But what you can do is you could give them a second chance on the offer if you wanted to, put a counter on that page. But I'm going to go more into that in a later video. This is just really running over the settings. Now activate the overlay on the page. This adds just a little image to the side so you can brand the counter to yourself. So for example, if it was for an offer, you may want to put a box cover, or you want to put a little text here that says hurry, running out kind of thing or something. You can also put a gradient overlay round the counter. So for example, I might want it blue. Then for the overlay, you just need to choose an image. Let's choose the scarcity one. Just put a box shot on the side so you can see that fits in the side. You can have that left. Alright. Right, now this second part is the activate expired image. Now, I'd make sure you do this because it really does make a difference for getting them to click your button. So we've got some defaults in here, you can also add your own as well. So it's just like the warning, this page is now expired. If you leave, you will not be able to buy. So it's telling them that if they don't click the buy button now, they can't come back. So there's quite a few different ones in there for you to pick from. And that pops up 30 seconds before the counter expires. And I put it somewhere either above the buy button or right at the top of the page. You can move it around on the page via shortcodes, which I'm going to show you later. But choose one of those. Here at the bottom you can paste in your buy button. I mean, you don't have to do this, it's not mandatory to make the plugin work, but just adds a few features, like it tracks the buy button on the page so you can see how the page is converting. So all you need to do is paste in there is either the JVZoo button, the PayPal button, the Warrior Plus button, whatever you want, paste it in there and it'll work perfectly. Pasting the expiry message, it gives a little bit of extra expiry, so you could put something like this: offer has now expired. If you leave the page, you can. Just something like that. Just click add new offer. And you see here it is in the dashboard. That's the offer. That's the cookie name that you've chosen. The page that it's on. That's your countdown, counter shortcode, your button shortcode, your expiry image shortcode. Obviously we've had no visits to the page at the moment with no button clicks, and obviously there's no ratio because actually got no button on there at the moment. Now I'll just show you what that does. So if we go back to all pages, now go down to test offer, go to edit the page. You'll see the shortcodes are already placed in for you, so you don't have to copy them in. It's just they're there for reference on the dashboard. So if we go to view that page, you can see that I've got 1 hour now. So that's kind of counting down for 1 hour. So if you see what I mean, I've got 59 minutes 48 seconds. So now if I go back to that and go to that page again, see it's 59:37. It doesn't start again at 1 hour. It's exactly timed up with this one. Now, but so if for somebody else came into this page now, it would be 60 minutes. It'd start directly from scratch. And that is exactly unique to me, and it'll be tracked to myself. Now that's how to set the settings up. Now again, as I said, if you come into this page from a mobile, it'll be responsive to the mobile device that you're using, but again I'm going to go through that in a later video. So that's roughly all the settings, the general settings covered. Now if you can see, it's told me I've had 2 visits to the page, no button clicks because I haven't got a button on there. But what I can do is I'll go into this other offer and in fact what I'll do is I'll just pause the video and I'll grab a button shortcode. Right, I've got a button shortcode. I'm just going to put it in here so you can see what it looks like. It's a JVZoo button, just a standard JVZoo button. I can update the offer. So if I go back to this page, you see before it had no buy button on. I refresh the page, the buy button appears. Right, so I'll just go back to the dashboard, refresh that page. You see the visits should have gone up. I've got no button clicks yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that button. Go back. I've had one button click and it tells me I've got a ratio like of 0.333, which is 33%. So that means 1 in 3 people's clicking your offer, clicking your buy button, sorry. So again, that's just a general setting. It's going to go more in depth on how to use it in the later videos. Okay, thank you. Hi and welcome back to the next video for Scarcity Demon. Now this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we have been using Scarcity Demon. Now we've been using with a couple of plugins that we have. One of those being the Contest Crush plugin. Probably some of you've seen it out there. Now what we've been doing is we've been doing scarcity launches on that, and it's been working very, very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you how I'd set that up, how I'd look on the page, how we've been making extra money by using an extra bit of scarcity on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this Contest 1, as this is the first offer they're going to see. I'm going to select a page that corresponds to that, which is Content Crush 1. I'm going to set the IP address to use rather than cookie. Start date today. I'm going to set it for 30, and I'm just going to set it for 10 minutes, that's all. Turn up to 440. I'm going to select the countdown timer, and I'm going to use this red one because I really like this. It stands out really well on a white background. Same again, I'm going to use a white text because it stands out very nice on that. And now, as with every time I use Scarcity Demons, I always activate the mobile counter. Reason being is a lot of people coming in from mobile smart devices. You must, use that. And in the later video, I'm going to explain what this little tick box actually does. Now I'm going to close the page when that counter runs out, and I'm going to send them to another page. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them to on the same domain, but that page is called Contest Crush 2. Now what we've been doing is, for anybody who the page has actually run out for, we've actually been redirecting them to a new page, which gives them a second chance to purchase the plugin, but we've only been putting on there a very, very limited time. It could be like 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or even 10 minutes if you wish. It gives a real sense of urgency, and it really, if you impress on them, they're not going to see it anymore, not going to see the offer anymore, which they're not once that page closes, and it's gone for good kind of thing at that price. So I'm going to activate the overlay on the page. I'm going to choose a file. I'm just going to use one of the box shots for the side. Content Crush. In fact, I'll use a ping image. Looks better. I'll keep it to the left. I'm going to activate the expired image. Now you can add your own in here, but as I said, we've been testing these and they do work very, very well. Well, like I said, but you can create your own if you wish and add it in there. Now I need to paste in my buy button. I've got my buy button down here, and I need to paste in a expiry message. What I'm just going to put in there: this offer has now expired. This is your last chance to buy. I'm going to add the offer. And you can see it's been added there, Contest 1. What we're going to do is we're going to go to cross to that page. Well, not Contest Crush 1. So I'm going to edit that page. Now you see it's already put the shortcodes on there. Now what I'm going to do is I've already grabbed the images that create the contest page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those to paste those in there. Now these counters, I like the counter at the top myself, so it makes everyone aware, but I also like this expired image there as well. I like it at the top and at the bottom, so if anybody's at the top of the page they'll say expire there, anybody at the bottom of the page they'll say expire there. Just make sure you center these as well. Oh, look out page locks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my second offer. So add new. So I'm going to call this Contest Crush 2. I'm going to select the corresponding page, which is Content Crush 2. Again, I'm going to set it by your IP, but I'm only going to set this for 1 minute, that's all. I'll do it for 2 minutes. I'm going to select counter, I'm going to choose a different counter. I'll use this one. Again, I'm going to activate the mobile counter. Close the page, but what I'd do is I'd just send them now, once they've visited that, just to the top level of the page, domain. I wouldn't send them anywhere else to offer them anything else. I'm going to activate the overlay on the page. Again, I'd probably just use the same box we just used, or add some kind of more scarcity in there which says this is your last chance, you have whatever you've set the counter as. Choose a different expired image. I'm going to just use the same buy button just to so you can see it on the page. I'm not going to add in any more expiry message there. I'm going to add that new offer in. Right, so you can see Contest Crush 2. So go to that page, so scroll down to it. See, it's added the counter in. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to show you how this would look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in, this is a second chance to buy software. Once this page closes, it's obviously in the real offer we put much more work into that page and, you know, make it really graphical and really nice, and this is just showing you how we actually do it. So click update. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to visit the first page now, which is Content Crush 1. You can see I've got 10 minutes, that's what I set it as, 10 minutes to as a timer. So I've got 10 minutes to purchase this offer, but obviously if it was a one, you know, your first time you was offering this, it probably you'd want to be giving like 2 or 3 days like we do. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause this video and come back in 8 minutes. Right, as you can see now, come back to the page, got 50 seconds left, so I'm going to watch this countdown now. So at 30 seconds you'll see the expired image pop up shortly. You can see this is activated now. As I said, that needs centering off, actually I've got to do that. So now I'm on this page, this is my last, as I believe, the last chance I have to buy this. Now if I leave this page now and come back in 5 hours, whatever, or 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever, I won't actually be able to access this page. But obviously if you're coming back to the page, you know that person is probably interested in what you actually were selling. You know, because some people take a lot of time to make their mind up if they want it or not, so I know sometimes I do. So they're coming back to the page and thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to buy that now, expecting that offer to be live. So, but what happens is it's not. They've got another chance to buy this, and obviously they've only got, via the counter I set, 2 minutes to make their mind up. Now if they come back to the page and they're kind of interested in buying, they've got a really low amount of time to buy it, they're much likely to buy this offer now. So that's what we've been doing, kind of giving like say 3 days on the first offer, for anybody who does come back to the page, it gets redirected and they've got, say, 30 minutes to make their mind up. Once they leave that page, then it's gone for good. But a lot of people have been buying on that second page. So that's just how it sets up. If you've got any questions, anything you need to know, please open a support ticket and I'd be glad to help you. Thank you. Hi and welcome back to the next video for Scarcity Demon. Now this is only a short video, it's just really explaining to you the benefits of the mobile section to the plugin. Now I'm just going back to one of the offers I created earlier. If I come across to edit. Now if you can see this little button here, it says activate mobile counter. Now what that does, when you activate that mobile counter, it makes obviously a complete copy of the original counter, which will be this counter is displayed on smartphones, tablets, whatever. And what it does, it recognises the screen size and makes it responsive to your theme, so it fits in, nicely inside. And also it does it exactly the same with the overlay image down at the bottom. It also does it with the expired image as well. It makes that responsive as well. So by ticking that little box, you can make the whole page really with these sections responsive to mobile phones, smartphones and tablets. Now I definitely would suggest using that because a lot of people are using mobiles these days to view these offers. So I mean, I've been tracking the stats and it's something like 20 to 25% are coming in from tablets and mobile devices. So that's all you need to do. Just make sure that's ticked and it'll all become responsive. The only thing that isn't responsive is your buy button. Now we can't do that because obviously the buy button is actually on someone else's site. For example, this is on JVZoo, so you'd actually make your own buy button then to make it responsive. But other than that, all this is responsive. This and the counter, just by ticking that little box. Okay, as I said, it's only a short video just explaining you to why you need to activate that mobile counter. Okay, thank you and watch out for the next one. Hi and welcome to the next video for Scarcity Demon. Now this deals with the bonuses that we've given you. These bonuses can help you enhance your offer counters, etc. Now to find your bonuses, all you need to do is come into your members area, look at the menu at the top here and you can see this little link for bonus. Now just click there. Now you've got two bonuses in there. Now the first one, it's quite a little bit of stuff in there, but it's this one here that we're wanting to look at now. And you've got the instant graphic and the instant headline plugin. Now all you need to do is download both of those, upload them to the WordPress dashboard just as you would any other plugin. Just for example, plugins, add new, upload, and you can see I've installed them here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how these two plugins can enhance the look of your counter, etc. So all we're going to do is going to add in a counter, and I'm going to call this instant, just to go with the plugins. Selecting off a per page for it, instant. I mean, this is just, I'm just setting up a quick counter because I just want to really more show you how to run the plugins rather than the actual counter. So I'm going to select all these. Just activate mobile, close the page, and activate the overlay. And I'm going to use the content crush box, what I did earlier. I'm going to activate the expired image. I'm just going to save that offer. Now once it's been saved, if you come across to the page, have a look at how that looks. Right, now you can see how the page looks with the counter on. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to enhance that, how to make it look better with the plugin that we've given you. Now the plugins that we've given you are the instant graphic shortcode and the instant headline shortcode. Now what you can do with these, they're actually, if you click on them, you'll get this little drop down menu open up, and you can insert different things. For example, you've got warning messages, you've got highlighting messages, you've got underlines, guarantees, headings, heading sets, backgrounds and fonts. I'm just going to start with this warning messages. Now let's pick one. We'll just use this one as an example. So it's already got some text in there, so before you do anything else, please read the letter below. But I'm just going to change that. I'm just going to put, you only have the time on counter to purchase. Click update. You can see it makes it look a little bit better straight away. I'll just move this cap up a little bit. Just update that. And next you can put lots of other different things in there. You can put, like I said, you've got different headlines. Let's put a sub headline in there. We'll use this one. So on that sub headline, I'm just going to put, hurry, your time is running out. I'm going to save that first. I'm going to go across to the page and refresh that page. And once I've refreshed the page, you can see, you've got your sub headline there, you've got your header, you've got your counter. Just makes it stand out a little bit more. As I said, they've got lots and lots of different things we can put in there. I'm going to show you some of the graphics we can put in. You've got add to cart buttons. We've got arrows you can put in. You've got frames that you can put pictures around. Got guarantee boxes, and you put your own guarantee in there, into the name, etc. You've got lots in here. So you've got your notepads, you put text in there, put your own text. So you'd enter your own text there. Got order boxes, support boxes, testimonial, video, templates, everything you can think of is in there. I'm just going to update this page and show you how those look. See, it has a button straight away, your arrow. Obviously you enter all this information, yourself, like here. You enter in your own URL for the video. It'll just make your offer pages really stand out. So you've got those two plugins. You've got the instant graphics and instant headlines to make these counters stand out. So if you get any problems with them, please give us a support ticket and we'd be glad to help you. But they are really simple once you start using them. Okay, thank you.